Welcome to the Hillbilly Habitat Podcast. I am Andy Doug.
And I'm Vee Dub.
We are coming at you today with a conspiracy theory, a good old classic American conspiracy theory. The hairy man. Bigfoot. Sasquatch. Your hairy uncle that doesn't shave his back.
Your wife in the winter.
Which one is it? That's what we're going to uncover today.
Yeah. So we've been looking up a lot on the internet to see what we could find out about this
thing.
Yeah.
It could be a woman.
I was lost for words. Sorry. But Bigfoot, Sasquatch, hairy man, wild thing, said to live in caves or in old mines. It's just a big hairy dude, 6 to 10 feet tall. Come on.
That's a big dude.
Yeah, come on. Do you believe in that?
Or a woman. Could be a big woman.
It could be a big woman. Yeah.
So,
wonder what her name would be.
Well, if it was a male, Harry and the Hendersons.
Well, yeah,
So-
yeah. I don't know.
Helga?
Surely it'd have
Helga?
a Russian. Yeah, Helga or something. Yeah, it'd be a Russian.
Yeah.
Helga Putin or something. Yeah. So, some descriptors are large, hairy.
Look, Max. Dad? It's Bigfoot!
Could you back up a bit, Mr. Foot? You're out of focus.
Mythical, lives in the woods or caves or mine shafts, and it's primarily in North America, the Pacific Northwest. It's folklore in America and Canada, and it's been around since like the 16th century, the stories and things, but since the mid 20th century, it has grown to be Bigfoot has grown to be a cultural icon.
And I am going to put a little segue and a little pop in. He mentioned Canada. Well, the upcoming presidency, or presidential candidate, if you will, that's going to be taking office is wanting to make Canada the 51st state.
51.
So, and we will be covering that, so be on the lookout for that.
Yes, stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned.
And anyway, I don't want to chase rabbits, but Greenland is evidently going to be property of ours, and the Panama Canal's coming back.
And the Gulf of Mexico.
And the Gulf of
to
Mexico.
be changed to Gulf of America.
Gulf of America.
Lots of topics to cover in another episode, so
absolutely.
stay tuned.
So, yeah.
We'll be covering it.
Yeah.
So, one of my personal questions that I wonder on Bigfoot is, are there more than one? Is there a chance they could mate to make an offspring to continue this, so to speak, animal, human-like creature?
Could there be a family of Bigfoots, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a question. What do you think?
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah. I mean,
Do you believe in Sasquatch? Do you think Bigfoot's real?
I mean,
not real?
If the female Bigfoot lady had a Bigfoot baby, how tall? How much would that weigh?
Yeah.
You know, is that already a 4 or 5 foot tall baby? I mean, I don't know.
Plus size.
Has it already got hair?
Yeah.
I mean,
Is it a bald baby?
Yeah.
That's another question. What would Bigfoot look like bald?
I've researched. He does have a few bald spots on him. His facial area, his breast areas, his feet, his hands. So, I mean, he does have a little balding going on.
Yeah.
Receding hairline, maybe. I don't know.
Well, and there's even towns that I've seen from watching various videos of Bigfoot, like these towns, like center Bigfoot around their town and get like publicity and all this tourism and all that sort of stuff.
Get money from the tourists coming in to believe in the big hairy wild man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the things you can do for money.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just take a look. Take a look at us. That's what we're trying to do. You know what we'll do for money.
Absolutely. Had to get my piebald glasses on, but some, there's photos, but all the photos are blurry, or, how do we know that the famous photo that we've all seen, how do we know that that's not a dude dressed up? I mean, we've got Hollywood makeup. Even, we can make a picture look from 1950 right now. So, I mean, how do we know that this is not just staged? I mean, we've talked about other things being staged, which are upcoming episodes as well, such as
the moon landing.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. But anyway, back on Bigfoot, we've got the photos. There's supposed videos. There's foot casts where people's poured plaster into these big feet prints. There's hair samples, audio recordings of maybe a Bigfoot screaming out in the woods. I mean, I don't know. It may
Or maybe somebody getting beat.
it may have been
could
somebody, constipated and it finally let loose or something.
No questions. Thanks. I wouldn't go in there for a couple days or weeks.
So,
And there's even like Animal Planet had a whole entire show on finding Bigfoot. You know, and I mean, loads of production, loads of money going into this. TV time.
Yeah.
I mean, that took a lot of money, and for them to be chasing this being, to take a slot in Animal Planet, that's got to be a pretty big feat.
I mean, the closest thing
No pun intended.
Right. Big feet. Yeah. It's got to be a feat.
Yeah.
Ha
Okay, now we'll just do
All feet. Anyway, look at Planet of the Apes. Planet of the Apes movies.
Mm-hmm.
That's the closest thing that I could, I guess, put into my head visually of, the start of Bigfoot as far as what the body may look like with the bare places and things like that. But 6 to 10 foot tall. I mean, that's big.
Yeah.
I mean, not taken away from Bigfoot, but that is large.
Yeah.
And in charge.
But see, another thing that I personally thought of, I've not seen anything to like potentially back this up. I don't know when like America started, really pushing zoos, and starting to get, import all these animals and stuff over from these other countries. Could it have been a gorilla that got loose from some circus or zoo or something like that? And then you see that in our neck of the woods and you're like, that's not supposed to be here. That's something unexplainable. Like Bigfoot.
Well, and they are human-like. I mean, we're the humans with the chimpanzee especially are very close in body, very close in how, that's where evolution comes from. It's always got that monkey, growing into a human being, which I don't agree with. That's maybe another topic for another day. We just keep bringing up topics.
I know, yeah. We're just letting y'all know all the good stuff coming up.
I just wanted to let you know some of the similar folklore of Bigfoot is in the southeastern U.S., which is the Florida side. There's a folklore of a skunk ape. He'd be smelly.
That's what I was thinking.
Skunk ape. So maybe this is just an ape that's not taken a shower in a while. He may have a white stripe down his back.
Good.
Yeah. Maybe a
like a mohawk going on, type thing. Yeah.
Maybe like the Spike the Gremlin,
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to pronounce these others, and I don't know what they are, but these are from Asia and Australia. Almas, Almas, urine, Yeren, not to be confused with urine, urine, and a Yeti. We all know what a Yeti is, and I'm not talking about the metal cup that we all drink our coffee out of in the morning.
And the big abominable snowman.
Yeah, the big abominable snowman, like on Rudolph the Red-Nosed.
Yeah.
Likes eating deer. But I also heard that this wild man or hairy man eats clams and shakes trees and eats other predators that might harm humans in the woods.
So you could say he's like a vigilante of sorts. He could be.
Yeah.
Super Bigfoot.
Absolutely. Well, I mean,
eating the mountain lions and the cougars and
wow. Eating clams and shakes trees. I don't know if they'll get any clams around here, but maybe some mountain oysters.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We have to do some digging.
Yeah, maybe some mountain oysters. Look that one up if you don't know what those are.
Oh no! Oh no!
So about Bigfoot, there's books, there's festivals, there are paintings, drawings, stories, you name it. It's Bigfoot crazy in the United States. I know around us that we've went some different places that had Bigfoot statues and sculptures and paintings and different things just close to us. But yeah, it's funny how all these towns and stuff, they'll get money from all these people coming in wanting to shop Bigfoot, search for Bigfoot, stay in their hotels, eat their food, and, just because there might have been a Bigfoot sighting.
Yeah, and the merchandise too, like the potential for merchandise is unlimited. You've got stickers, hoodies, hats,
keychains, bumper stickers, bumpers.
That is a cash cow. That's a cash grab for a
absolutely.
town in the middle of nowhere.
Well, also I saw in Mississippi, now it's known as Mississippi, before it was not, a priest living with the Natchez in 1721 heard stories of hairy creatures in the forest, and they were known to steal livestock and scream loudly. So, were they screaming loudly as they were approaching the cow to swap it away, to, take its attention off of it? Or,
I don't know.
What's going on?
Or it could have just been,
crazy.
The crazy town man that, had one too many at the tavern, and couldn't find his way back home.
I don't know. But also another 16th century Spanish explorers and Mexican settlers told tales of Los Vigilantes.
So you could say he's like a vigilante of sorts. He could be.
Yeah. Oscuros, or dark watchers, saying that this individual, this monster, would be watching their camps out in the dark at night. So that's what they believe, that, when you're sitting around in a circle with a bunch of kids out in the woods.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
You're always, looking around, hearing those noises. Well, these guys actually believe that they were dark watchers out watching their camps at night.
And depending on who you ask, were they being potentially hunted by said Bigfoot, or was this Bigfoot watching them out for them and, scaring away other predators to keep them safe?
Do we know of any stories where a Bigfoot-like creature has killed someone? Maybe it wasn't a bear. Maybe it was Bigfoot.
Yep.
I don't know.
Mauling them to death.
Stepped on their foot or something, and they screamed out loud in the woods. I don't know. But it's a big money maker, big story. It's just something to make you wonder.
The hide and seek champion of the world.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely. Yeah. And how does he wash himself? Does he talk? What language does he speak? Does he just scream?
Mandarin Chinese?
Absolutely. Does he speak hillbilly like we do?
Maybe.
What does he drink? What's his favorite? Like you said earlier, is there a Bigfoot family?
Yeah. If we get 250 likes on this video, we'll do an interview with Bigfoot.
We will. Yeah, absolutely.
So be sure to like it and, and share the video.
We'll find him. Yeah.
We'll drag him in here.
Yeah, I know a guy with a big shoe.
Yeah. Little hairy.
Yeah. So, but it's just, and I know there's been a lot of podcasts. I know there's been a lot of videos of people talking about this same subject, but we just want to keep it going. What are your thoughts about Bigfoot? Do you believe in him?
Any personal experiences?
Is it the same one?
Yeah.
Is it the same one from way back when? How long do they live? 1721, that's a long time ago. If that's the same one.
If it's the same one, he's ought to be using a cane by now, sure.
Man, we need to track him down and find out what his secret is to life, to youth.
Yeah.
Because, if it's long hair, I'll grow it. Whatever it is, we'll sell it, make millions.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. Yeah. Even if there are a Bigfoot family, what's the mating call?
I'm sure that's terrifying.
Yeah. Well, what's the mating call? How do you attract the female Bigfoot? like deer, they have grunts and different noises and bleats and things like that they attract each other through. What would be the Bigfoot mating call? Is it just a scream?
If we find out, we'll sell some calls. We'll put that in the merchandise store.
Yeah. If you're not in the woods, can you hear Bigfoot scream? Like
the trees falling?
Like the trees falling?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just weird. Does the Bigfoot have like an ape kind of face, like a extended
or even like
nose, mouth area? Is it flat like ours?
Well, according to some, it's the missing link between humans and apes.
Okay, so it's the evolution type.
Yeah. He's the bridge.
He's the mid.
Yeah, he's the mid guy.
Yeah.
And then, but is he a carnivore, omnivore, herbivore?
I know.
Does he eat berries? Does he eat
meat?
Deer? What is he?
Both. So he eat a salad with his steak. I mean, and does he urinate like we do? Does he defecate like we do? Is he even a he? It could be a she. It could be a them, they. I don't know what.
Or does it have both reproductive parts and can it
mate itself? Yeah. Hey,
no one knows.
Yeah, that's it. Does it ever come out and bathe in the sun? I mean, even snakes come out on the road in the winter to absorb some of the heat off the asphalt. So,
and even too, is he a nighttime kind of?
Yeah, is he totally nocturnal, or does he come out in the daytime? Some of the photo, I think the photo I showed you earlier, kind of had a grainy. So I don't know if it was, daytime and it was an old photo, or if it was dusk or dawn or when it was, but
because even I believe in the Finding Bigfoot show, like they would go out at night with their like night vision cameras, and then like they would go out during the day to like try to find like
evidence
and
of
stuff.
it. So I don't know. How long are his arms? Do they go all the way to the ground? Is he a knuckle dragger? How big is his foot? How big is a Bigfoot considered? Would it be more than, I think I know a guy that has, I think his size of his shoe is like a 14. So would it have to be a 14, above a 14 to be a Bigfoot?
Who's got bigger feet? Ronald McDonald or Bigfoot?
Well, and why did they settle on Bigfoot? Why couldn't it be hairy guy, hairy knuckle, hairy nose? I got nose hairs and ear hairs. That's,
counts for something.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I've got hair where I don't, never used to have hair. But, I mean, why did we settle on Bigfoot? These others are wild man. What made him wild? Just because he screamed in the, would shout out loud in the woods, or, what's up with that?
Yeah, and there's numerous videos and photos of Bigfoot. So throughout the episode, I'll be sure to throw some of those up there so you guys can follow along and know what we're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, would he be scared of you? Would he, in this photo, he was looking right at the camera. Yeah. I mean, how convenient was that?
Say cheese.
Yeah. I mean, would he smile at you?
Or even too, like, is he actually scared of humans to, like, say cattle? We're very familiar with cattle being hillbillies. They are much bigger than we are, and we tell them what to do and push them around, and they obey and they listen. Because
for the most part,
you've always got one, but they're much bigger than we are. They could definitely overpower us, but they happen to listen, and sometimes they're scared. Is Bigfoot similar in that way, to where if he hears something, he's gone to the next county,
or is he going to charge you?
Yeah.
Well, probably not, because wouldn't we have had like evidence if he was going to charge people? Wouldn't we have had? We might have even had him in capture if he was going to.
Maybe that explains like missing people that never come back from the woods.
Yeah, you never know.
No witnesses.
Santa. No witnesses.
I don't know. It's a for sure a question mark.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't believe in him, but that's just me personally. That's not, I'm not going to, if you believe in him, I'm not going to make fun of you or something.
Right. I mean, I'm on the fence. I mean,
versus aliens, I would believe in Bigfoot first. I mean, seriously,
Yeah.
because he's just a hairy dude walking around, naked and hairy.
But on the flip side of that, like the ocean, there's still, which I mean, I know the ocean's a lot more difficult to,
Right.
explore. And
Oh,
all
of
that.
course.
But I mean, there's still loads of species and stuff in the ocean that we don't even know about.
Absolutely not.
And supposedly, I don't know, don't quote me on this, but I don't know if it's factual or not, but supposedly we know more about space than we do our own ocean.
Well, because you can only get so deep.
Yeah. So what lurks down there? Another episode. Send us your ideas. We could talk about
the ugly fish.
megalodons.
The ugly fish that's got the light out in front of him.
Yep.
It's like he was wanting to see what he can eat. So evidently that's supposed to be some attractant for other fish or something.
Probably.
Or lure.
Yeah. See something shiny and they start going toward it. Yeah.
That's crazy too. But yeah, you can only get so deep with, I guess, the materials that we have to build submarines and things out of at this point. And so,
yeah, because even another topic that we could discuss, if you all want to hear it, let us know. But Titanic, and just a few years ago we had that Ocean Gate incident, where they have been down there before, but something went wrong and they couldn't. So we're very limited in our ocean exploration that we can do.
Absolutely. Well, it's just like space exploration, on the other side of it. You've got successful missions to the moon and beyond, and you've got unsuccessful missions where lives have been lost and, property destroyed and things like that. So, yeah, I mean, it's there's a lot of things that we can talk about, but with this Bigfoot thing, we just wanted to explore it, and we are counting on your comments because we learn from you as well, and we want to know what your opinion is. We also want to know what any facts that you found that can help teach us as well about some of these topics.
Yeah, and once the video's over, I mean, that's not the end of the conversation.
Right.
We'll be sure to get back with you with your comments. We can answer questions.
Absolutely.
Or if you have some sort of article you want us to explore, let us know and we'll dive back into it.
Yeah, we'll do another continuation on this one and would love to do that.
Yeah.
So what is Bigfoot's favorite livestock to eat? You think it'd be the cow? I mean, beef, it's what's for dinner.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I think chickens would just be too difficult, and you're not getting.
Well, I mean, you'd have to have so many, and if he's a 6 to 10 foot tall guy, he's gonna probably be a good 600 pounds. So that's gonna take a lot to fill up.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't waste my time with chickens.
Yeah, cow or pig, probably.
Yeah, maybe a goat.
Yeah, maybe a lamb chop.
Yeah, lamb chops. I don't know. Maybe he just likes a buffet, a smorgasbord of barn
Charcuterie
animals.
board.
Yeah, of barn animals. I don't know.
If you personally have any of your farmyard animals mysteriously disappear, tell us about it. We'd love to hear about
Absolutely.
it.
Yeah. Or
maybe Bigfoot got a hold of that.
yeah, or someone walking around that's got a big chunk out of their back or something that's got like a big mouth print on it or something. I don't know. Let us know.
We'll interview him.
Yeah.
We'll have him on the show.
Yeah. Well, I think I've explored everything that I have so far. What about you?
Yeah, I believe so. We'll have to take the tinfoil hats off and continue on our lives,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think that's all I got.
Well, we just want to thank you for joining us today on Hillbilly Habitat Podcast, and we just ask that you will share and like and subscribe.
Yeah, comment down below.
That's what helps us go forward and helps us stay on the air, and we just appreciate you guys. We pray for many blessings for you and our families as well. And
we want to talk to you, so don't be afraid to comment.
Absolutely.
We'll be responding to the comments. We'll be watching it all day long, so we want to talk with you. So.
Yeah, you make us better. So we want to hear, and if you got suggestions, let us know. But for today, our
all.
Bigfoot conversation is over.
It is over.
And we'll be looking for your comments. But for today's episode of Hillbilly Habitat Podcast, we'll see you next time. Signing out.
Y'all come back.